You guys finished the ship. You took the ship. You poofed back to LIMOY, where you had an evening. And during that evening at the Midnight Rose Members Club, Koa, you look deceased. You literally look dead.
Oh.
Yeah. So, during the night of some light revelry, Yit drunk Janae and Gippu under the table. Axia won a bunch of money.
As he does.
LIMOY got oiled up. And then you guys are just about to go into your long rest. Is there anything else that you guys want to do, or any roleplay moments that you guys want to have before you guys take your long rest?
Wait. At the Midnight Rose?
It's your choice. You can sleep at the castle, you can sleep at the Rose, you can find a tavern or inn to sleep in if you like. There's the Wandering Lamb Inn, I believe, is on the corner. The Golden Fleece Inn is also there.
Oh, I was telling Nick about how, like, if you wanted to roleplay that moment that you typed out, Yit, we can.
That's a lot. If you want to roleplay it, we can. I don't mind, but a lot of stuff.
It was
quite a
happens
bit off screen.
Yeah,
That's fine.
that's cool.
Yeah.
I just wanted to make sure I give you an opportunity, just in case you wanted to.
But with that said, though, I think LIMOY does want to find one of you guys, but I don't know who he wants to find.
Well, let's see. How would all of us be indisposed right now? Axia's probably getting smashed. Janae is probably getting smashed and in the spa.
Yep.
Git is probably still at the bar.
Mm-hmm.
Gip was probably still at the bar.
Maybe.
It's the only one who's like drunk and not drunk. Like he's been drinking, but he's not drunk. Like, man.
That's true. That's true. Where would Gippu
Cool.
be?
What was the question?
Where
Where
would
would
you be?
Gippu be?
What would Gippu do?
I cannot make it any louder.
I was just. It's not that. Or we just. Don't worry, we're just getting drunk a second ago?
Yeah. But this is afterwards. This is a couple of hours after.
Probably just. It is up. Probably on the. Wait, where did we leave? Exactly, did we leave off?
You were
Exactly.
we left off in the Golden the Midnight Rose Members Club.
Oh, yeah.
Drinking you guys under the table. You would have woken up a few hours. You would have awakened like an hour or two later. It's whether or not like you would have wanted to stay at the Midnight Rose or whether you would have wanted to go back to the castle.
We probably just wanted to go back to the castle after getting hammered.
Okay. I think LIMOY would go. LIMOY's still at the Midnight Rose, getting lubed up and oiled up and stuff. I think after that, I think he would leave the spa area. He would see Yit on the way out, and I think he would come up to you, Yit.
Okay.
And he would say, "Hi, Yet. How's your evening going?"
Fine. Tried drinking for the first time. Turns out, don't like it. Not gonna do it again.
Huh. I've never drunk before.
Yeah, it's not what it's cracked up to be.
He takes a sip out of like an oil canister, and it just kind of like sloshes in his mouth and then spills out the side. Tasty. So pretty soon, I think we're going to be, from what Axia was saying, it sounds like we're going to be confronting Illyeth soon. Do you have any ideas or any feelings about that?
No, not really. I mean, we're facing a giant iguana. As I've been saying, it's the same thing we always do.
I don't like her.
Yeah, I don't either, but that's why we're going to fight her, probably kill her, or die trying. One of the two. I mean, LIMOY, at this point, this isn't like new for us. You kind of have to get used to it eventually.
I'm used to it. I was just thinking about it. It wasn't too long ago when we stole her entire horde and gave it to Kydreth. Only 3 weeks, 3 days, in 6 hours, in 12 minutes, and 37 seconds ago.
Yep. Well, that's kind of why we're doing it now, because we kind of made her mad.
True. It was worth it though. She was very tough when we faced her, and we faced her without you. If it wasn't for Axia, we wouldn't have made it. I was worried about you when we had to leave, or we would have died. I was worried about you. I wasn't sure that we would see you again. And I just want you to know that I would have missed you.
That's sweet of you, LIMOY.
I think you have a tough exterior, but inside you're soft, warm, and cozy. And I think you do care about Janae, even though you squirt her all the time with your endless decanter of water. Anyways, I'll say hi to Gippu.
That was so random.
It's all good.
And he'll turn around and he'll go back to the castle. Where would Gippu be in the castle?
Where would he be?
I would say like in the front courtyard where the sakura tree is. Most of the leaves have now fallen from the winter, and the ground is, while normally pristine, is littered with these sakura blossoms.
I was gonna say, I'm like, what? Not that debate again. Yeah, that's a good spot actually. It's probably just sitting underneath the tree, meditating.
Okay. I think LIMOY would come up to you, and he would sit next to you.
You'd also probably be sitting next to Slimefoot as well.
You summon Slimefoot.
I mean,
Keep in
Yep,
mind
with
that
slime.
that spell is a 4th level spell, okay?
perfect.
Just make sure that you're marking those off.
Yeah.
He would sit next to you, and he would say, "Hello, Gippu. It's been a while since we've talked, and I just wanted to know how you were getting along."
I'm doing just fine. Just trying to not expect the worst, knowing we're gonna be fighting some giant dragon.
Yes. It wasn't too long ago when we stole all of her stuff and gave it to Kindred. She was very tough when we fought her last time. We fought her without Git.
Certainly was. Especially trying to carry all that gold.
I just told Git that I would miss him if he were gone. I wasn't quite sure if he was going to make it when we had to leave without him. But I'm glad that he's still with us. He's very strong.
Oh yeah, he's fine. Don't underestimate him. He's definitely a hard shell warrior. You know what I'm saying?
I meant to ask you, and yes, a while ago you had, before we got busy with other things, you two had a meeting with one of the archmages right before we left for the carnival. I wanted to ask how that went.
About the archmage at that ball thing?
Yes, at the school, at the academy. You and Yet had the meeting with, I don't know who. And then Axia had a meeting with Dawar, and Janae had a meeting with Hope. And I kind of know how their meeting went, but I don't know how yours went. I was just curious.
Wasn't anything crazy, but definitely he had some kind of curiosity about my staff. And once we have all of this shenanigans done, I was going to go back and let him learn some more about it.
It is an interesting staff. It used to be controlled by Toxa, right? But now Toxa's gone and Sylvanas is inside of it?
Yes.
Sylvanas is the god of nature. He's also the patron god of elves. I know we're going to be going to the Feywild soon. I wonder if there's a connection between your staff and the Feywild. It will be interesting to see.
Oh, no doubt.
I care about
But definitely
you.
it's important.
I think I care about you. I don't really know what caring means, but you and the rest are what one might consider family. So just be safe when we're fighting Illyeth. I don't want you. I don't want to lose any of you.
You do the same, LIMOY. Don't be being reckless.
I'm going to go recharge now. Good evening.
You do that.
He'll stand up and he'll go to his quarters. Anything else that any of the rest of you want to do before you do your long rest, or as part of your long rest? I know there were some messages that some of you wanted to send. This would be the time to do so.
Yes.
If someone else want to what now?
I know Janae wanted to send a message to somebody. Now would be a time for for them to do so. But you said, was Yet going to do something?
I guess I just make another card for Axia.
All right, make an Arcana check. Let me get that sheet up on my side.
Let's go! Increase the deck of stuff and things.
Yep. My Arcana.
Yes.
Not something I'm proficient in. So that would be 23.
23? Okay. Do you want to flash a genius that?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Okay, so that'll be 28. Alright. 1, 2, 3. Roll a d12 for me.
5.
5. That is going to give Axia the major card for Thanatos.
Ooh.
Bonapus.
God of Death.
Not Thanos.
Nope.
Not major card. You snap your fingers and stop an entire movie series.
The major effect is you gain resistance to necrotic damage and your HP maximum cannot be reduced. The active effect is you cast Death Ward on yourself. I need to find your... There you are. I am adding that. Meow.
That's what's up.
Oh my god, what's happening?
I don't want to put Necrons in this deck. I was thinking about putting Necrons in the deck. I don't want to put Necrons in the deck.
There you go. I have updated your deck of blessings and curses, Chris.
Bum ba da ba.
Which
Everything comes up.
you are already looking at, which is awesome. All right.
I don't want.
I don't wanna.
I really don't. I mean, I could put Necrons in it, but yeah, that seems kind of.
So we're gonna pivot to Janae.
Uh,
You wanted to send a message.
Janizzle.
Janizzle with the
Nizzle up in Hizzle gonna be sending a missile to Mish.
You can stop now.
Nizzle.
Please.
All right.
I need to send a message. I guess I'm drunk sending this.
I guess I'm drunk. I can't figure it out.
Because we didn't think to do this ahead of time for some reason.
Am I drunk? Shit.
You go that way. I'll go home.
All right. You could be drunk, or you could wait a few hours and be a little bit more
You
drunk.
could be drunk. Who knows?
Just fucking drunk texting your sister.
Up to you. I think it's funny. I think it's hilarious that you're drunk texting Illyeth's sister.
Okay. Okay. Alright, let's do it.
All right.
The artifact that gives all non-creature permanents improvised.
Mason and Dan, can you guys mute yourselves while Koei is doing the message?
Okay. So, we're messaging Yndrill.
Yndrill, the Silver Dragon Lord, yeah.
Yndrill.
Mm-hmm.
Your sister, Illyeth, is on her way to kill you. I suggest teleporting. She's extremely dangerous and killed
Velthax.
who?
Velthax.
Velthax.
You got 5 more.
Best of luck. The Wrongsides.
Oh, the wrong side. Technically, Wrongsides is one word. So.
Yeah, the Wrongsides.
Teleportation is not something in my repertoire.
That sucks.
I think I'm done fighting and running. If this is my time, this is my time.
Oh god. Okay. Alright. I'm gonna send her another message.
Okay.
That's all fine and well that you don't want to fight anymore. But we have to. After she absorbs your power. And 4?
You're at 16.
16? Oh. Okay. Please hide and be courteous.
4 more.
We're on our way.
You do not get a response.
No response.
But I'll let you roll an insight check. Because it's not so much that there wasn't a response, it was more like you kind of felt some hesitation on the other side.
Oh. What am I rolling? Sorry.
You are rolling insight.
$18.
18, okay. With an 18, you do feel some hesitation in her initial response with you when she said, if this is my time, this is my time. It's not so much that she's resigned herself to, that she has a death wish or that she wants to die. It's that she's tired of fighting. But she could be convinced. You think that there's a world where she could be convinced if she only knew what the stakes were. But that would be a longer conversation than just sending a message. I'll also say you don't actually know where she is. You know that she's somewhere south east of you. Or east by somewhere southeast of you. You're not 100% exactly where that is.
I don't suppose it matters either way. I'm gonna go talk to Axia.
Okay.
Because I feel like I don't know if I should go fucking harass her or...
That's fair.
Or yeah.
Where is...
Yeah.
Where is Axia right now?
How late is it right now?
I would say you got to the club right around 7-ish, and it's probably around 9-ish.
It's around what-ish?
9-ish.
9-ish?
Mm-hmm.
Then I would assume he's probably at the back end of winning all the money.
Okay.
So we'll say he's celebrating coming off of a table,
Okay.
walking to turn his money in.
Gotcha. So he would be walking downstairs. You would see Axia walking downstairs. You are downstairs. You would see Yit still at the bar.
Okay.
I would say equidistance from you.
Okay. Janae is like still very shit-faced.
I would say the first person you would see though would be Yit, if that makes any difference. Because Yit would be directly like when you open the door, Yit is gonna be right ahead of you.
I'll kind of grab Axia as he's walking by, if that's possible.
Axia, so there's 2 stairwells on the far walls, and I'd say Axia's walking down the left one, and you're coming out this double door in the center. And Yit would be like directly ahead of you.
Oh, okay. So I can just flag him down.
Yeah.
I'll flag him down from the stairs and sit next to Yit.
Axia, you have a piece of arm candy, tiefling, scarlet skin with a nice red sequin dress, horns that kind of frame her head, like 2 sets. One that kind of frames the outer part of her head before curving outwards, and then 2 long horns that kind of come out a little bit before twisting inwards. That's kind of like held on your arms.
Okay. And I'm being flagged down.
Yes.
I guess I'll use my brain power as I'm walking by. Can it wait? Can it wait until we have to like die tomorrow? Can it wait?
I just want to know if I should go see Yndrill to try and convince her to not let her sister kill her, because she sounds resigned to her fate already. And I don't fucking care.
Does she need convincing after your message?
I guess so. She just says, I'm ready to die and I'm done fighting and blah blah blah. Oh my god, what's wrong with you? You're fucking mental. And then I told her, just let us kill her and, you know, remove yourself from the equation so we don't have to deal with the repercussions of her taking her horde as well. You know,
Still walking, by the way. Like,
I'm just sitting here
like listening and walking because acting normal.
You're still walking by and it's just like, why are you sitting there? I just...
And she said what in response to you after the second message?
She said that she nothing. She didn't say anything. She just...
Why are dragons so difficult? Okay,
No, I thought I was moody.
You are, but...
I am. Yes, I am. But, however...
But, okay,
this
fine,
is just
fine.
silly. This is silly.
Good.
Right?
I look at what was going... I can deal with it. It just means I'm doing something else with my sleep tonight. Sleep, quote
I
unquote.
don't want to interrupt. I just...
No. We need the other dragon on our team.
But she doesn't want to fight anyway.
I don't care what she wants. I want to live through tomorrow.
So do I.
Then the dragon has to listen, and we have to try and convince her. If not, we're just asking to die. We didn't have Yit last time, so we're gonna do better. But, you know, as much as I loved getting pelted to death by boulders last time, I would like some extra help. Or, at the very least, security that the thing that will make our dragon stronger is not going to be an active deterrent.
Well, I mean, the good news is that she doesn't have time to attune to her horde because we're on our way to get her. Right?
And all of this is in your head. What? Meanwhile, Yit's just sitting
Yes.
there, staring at you. What is Yit doing right now?
So, the last message I say, I am going to go enjoy the last normal hour of my night with the person who I'm walking with right now, and then I'll tell her to go to sleep in an hour, and I'll see if I can talk to her.
Alright, work your magic, magic man.
I'm gonna go work a different type of magic. Away!
Get the fuck out of here.
Mason.
He doesn't say away. That was just Chris saying that he's exiting the scene.
You guys are still muted.
Nick said something. I'm not sure what he said.
I was saying that Mason's still muted. I was asking Mason what Yit was doing at this time.
You know, funny story since he's muted. I was talking to someone else in the call for like 2 hours on Thursday. I was muted the whole time. I literally thought I was being ignored until I checked my settings.
Oh shit.
I came on my like, hey, you're finally talking. I'm like, I've been talking for 2 hours.
That's amazing.
So caught up in my own head and wondering what was going on that I forgot to just check the settings.
So what is Yit doing at this time?
Apparently it's sitting at the bar and probably just flipping coins or something.
Okay. Janae has kind of saddled up next to you, and you see the signs of Janae and Axia having a telepathic conversation, which you've seen several times before.
Because it's basically Janae going like... no.
Janae still doing hand motions, as if talking but not saying anything.
So obvious. Meanwhile,
Does
Axia,
Janae say anything to Yit?
after Axia says I'm gonna go, finish off my night, I'm gonna tell Yit. Yit,
Sympathy, so you have it.
we have a bit of a problem, Yit.
And?
Actually, I don't know that it's very much of a problem, but Axia seems like he wants to go fix it, but so we know that Illyeth is on her way to obliterate her sister Yndrill, right? Well, I messaged Yndrill, and she said that she's not going to battle anymore. And I said, that's nice. Could you, maybe relocate yourself temporarily while she decides to come and kill you so she doesn't gain your power? And, because we're fighting her next. And, she didn't respond, so I don't know. Axia seems convinced that he can change her mind in her dreams, so
Do you want my advice on the situation?
yeah. I just should
You know where she is.
No, I don't know where she is.
Find out where she is. Go there and talk to her. And see if you can convince her in person. I don't have any other options for you. Aside from that, make peace with the fact that we're not going to have our other giant lizard with us, so we're going to have to kill the first giant lizard all on our own. Oh, here are two choices.
Well, we weren't going to have her with us in the first place, but I mean, ultimately, it's her choice.
Yeah, but choices are informed things. You can either go talk to her and try to tell her what the situation is and see if she knows everything, or you can give up and make peace on the fact that we're going to have to fight a giant lizard before another giant lizard gets killed. You know, there isn't really very many options here. You either go talk to her or you don't.
I mean, I think that's what Axia's plan is to cast Dream to talk to her remotely.
I know.
But
That's what I
she's
told
not close. She's not nearby.
Yndrill?
Yndrill, no, she's not nearby.
Okay.
Especially like if you're going on foot.
Oh god.
You could. That said, you do have a 7. No, you guys don't have a 7. Wait, do you guys? You guys are level 13 now.
I have a teleport.
Yeah, that's right. You have teleport. You could scry on her, and then
But
you
I
could
think
teleport to her.
I think I used it today. No, I used the
No.
teleportation circle.
Yeah.
Alright.
You could scry.
Message her, have her come here, have her, you go there. I don't. You know, at the end of the day, the conversation is go see her and talk to her or don't. Those are your choices.
Alright. I just...
Or if you want to wait for Axia
I'm
to
drunk
tell
as
you his...
fuck. I don't want to be teleporting while I'm drunk. Jesus Christ. I'll
Here.
turn up middle of the desert somewhere.
Fine.
Like-
Here. Lay on hands, cure alcohol.
Cure alcohol. Now I'm fucking miserable.
Instant hangover.
Pretty much.
Damn.
Because I just cured the poison of alcohol. I didn't do anything else. Oh, get over it. You barely drank anything.
What do you mean we had 8 pints?
Yes, and I kept drinking after you two passed out, and I'm still fine.
This is...
I don't know what the big deal with drinking is. It seems really boring.
I'm not drinking with you again. I can't.
I'm not planning on drinking again. That shit was boring and it tastes gross.
We also got like the worst tasting one. That stuff was fucking gruel.
Yeah, it was definitely...
No offense, but the stuff you guys drink doesn't smell any better.
Well, it all smells the same, but some are sweeter than others.
I can't taste sweet.
What?
I'm a Tortle.
What? You can't taste sweet?
No.
No way.
Yeah, Tortles don't have those kind of taste buds.
Wait.
Wait.
That means that you've never had ice cream before.
Yeah, I have. Don't like it.
What does it taste like to you?
Milk.
Milky ice.
Milk and sugar.
What does sugar taste like to you?
Sugar?
Wait. What does sugar
I can
taste
tell
like?
it's by smell, you Nimrod.
What does sugar taste like? I don't even know.
I learned how to cook by learning how things are supposed to taste to other people.
Oh.
But anyway, you have the two options. Pick one. Now that you're sober, you can either teleport to her, or you can go talk, or you can go do whatever you were going to do while you wait for Axia to talk to her. I don't know.
I think I'll well, I already asked Axia to do it, so well, about it. He volunteered, really, but I'll wait to see what he says, and if the charmer of all charmers can't charm her, then I don't know what would happen. I don't think I'm very good at convincing people to do things, other than forcing them to do it. And
Hey, I'm gonna offer you something I don't offer anyone.
what?
A bath?
Would you like me to give you a blessing? Put your mind at ease.
A blessing of what?
A blessing. I am a paladin, if you've forgotten.
I don't really know. Koei doesn't know what paladins can do, but I don't know what Janae would know, honestly.
Knowing Janae, not a damn thing about paladins.
No.
Except that they typically don't fuck people.
Typically.
Typically.
There are gods of like pleasure and stuff, so you know.
What does it do?
Makes your fate better.
How do you toy with fate like that?
I am a worshiper of the Eldritch Author. He's the one who writes it. All I do is give him a little. All I do is request.
You can put story requests into the author.
I am one of his paladins. He blesses me
Posts
with.
a writing prompt.
I don't get how this is confusing to you.
No, I just thought it's pretty amazing.
Now I'm just imagining, like, the Eldritch Author is, like, Sam Reich playing Make Some Noise and giving people prompts.
I just like the idea of Yit just starts rubbing his eyes, being like, I knew she wouldn't remember the fucking conversation. I don't know why I bothered having it. Also, Yit is completely lying. He cannot change the fates at all. But he's going to say this so that Janae calms down and leaves him alone.
Oh, okay.
Mostly the calm down part, but he has nothing else to offer you.
Okay.
Like, he's giving you the advice. Whether you take it or not is up to you. He has nothing else to offer you as far as this is concerned. He doesn't have any teleportation abilities.
Yeah. I suppose I could use a blessing. I suppose.
Okay. Here you go. He turns in his seat to look at Janae directly, holds up his hand and goes, by the will of the author and by the right of the pen, may your fates be blessed and your futures be fraught with joy and prosperous. May the story be interesting and the wills be done. We go into battle in the near future. And may the end result be something of entertainment. Then he puts his hand there and goes, there you go. It's about the best I can do for you.
Oh. I feel luckier already.
That's
We're
good.
talking about blessings, says a gruff older guy, kind of stumbling past. I've got a blessing. It's in my pants, darling.
Nobody asked you, and I fucking take Yit's mug and I thrust it into his dick.
Make an attack roll.
Oh fuck. Do I add something?
Yeah, your strength is fire.
Oh, 0? Okay. That's a 5? I slap him on the dick.
That's what I'm talking about.
Get the fuck
It
out
turns,
of
looks at the man and goes, rubs his forehead and goes, I am real tired of shit today. And just backhands him across the face with full force.
Make an attack roll.
That idea? But to murder a man in a bar.
Did Did you both
22.
roll 5?
18 plus 5.
17 plus 5.
Oh, 7. Okay.
11 plus 6 plus 5. So,
That-
22.
I mean, that definitely hits. His AC is 10. So that's gonna be 1 plus your strength modifier, which is 6. Yeah, you backhand him across the face. He does a little side spin, like a barrel roll, lands on the ground, rolls a couple of extra time, and he just kind of lays there in the fetal position, snoozing, just asleep. You have knocked him into slumber.
Thank you, Yet.
Yeah.
We all know that I'm not very strength isn't my good suit.
One of the waiters comes over with like a tablecloth and he covers it above like a towel.
Clean up on aisle 3.
With that said, we will pivot over to Axia.
Axia.
An hour spent doing something else.
Yep. You have done your something else.
I'm gonna finger bang you into my life.
And however that ends up, it ends up. But the hour has passed. What would you like to do after the deed is done with the tiefling lady?
Purple pussy juice everywhere.
Hey, this is a rated R string, probably.
Probably.
What is Axia doing?
Well, after, finishing up, cleaning up and all that, he'll message Janae. Did you warn our friend that I would be calling?
No, would you like me to?
That's what I said to do!
Oh fuck! Sorry, I forgot. I was drunk.
I'm supposed to be the dumb one.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'll do it.
Thank you.
Alright.
Now I'm going to sleep again!
So you're sending a message to Yndrill again.
Yes.
Alright. You are no longer drunk. You are now sober.
Hello, Angel. Long time no speak. My buddy Axia would like to speak with you in your dreams, if possible. Would you be able to go to sleep within the hour?
Is that the whole message?
Yeah.
I'm not sure what he intends on accomplishing with the conversation, but I'll try.
Try? It's fucking sleep. You're a dragon.
Have you
Who's
ever
out
fucking tried to go to sleep?
every night, and I'm successful every night.
Fuck.
Damn. Fuck you.
Chris is over here.
Guess what?
I'm 10,950 out of 10,950, bitch. I'm batting 11,000. But you go to sleep. Maybe an hour and a half later, you feel your spell connect with. Maybe connect with something. I'm gonna have you roll an Arcana check to see. You've never met this person. You only know her by name.
Okay. As a preface, I did want to try and inspire myself before this all started.
Yes, you may do so.
Do you believe?
So Arcana first, you said?
Yes.
Not using it on this.
Oh.
20. Not natural, just 20 with the stuff.
Just 20. want to use your inspiration for this?
See, I hate when you ask that because it feels like a bait to waste it now. We just started. I feel like I gotta do this. Just straight up, so.
Just straight up? Okay.
Yeah.
Your first attempt is unsuccessful.
Excellent. I attempt again.
Okay. Go ahead and roll another Arcana check.
Well, it's better. 21. I cannot make this up.
Okay, let me ask you. What is your bonus to Arcana?
6.
Plus 6? Okay. There's a chance that you make this. It's a fairly high chance you make this, but you don't make it this time again.
God
Unless
damn.
you want to use your inspiration.
I have 2 more shots of this.
Okay. Try again.
All right, ready? 3, 2, 1. Okay. That is better. Thank you, Axia, for listening to me complain. 26, because I rolled a 20.
26. 25 was the DC. You feel your spell on the third attempt connect with something, and you feel yourself emerge in a dreamlike state with a woman standing in front of you.
Losing her lungs. No, I'm kidding.
Lungs are being lost. She's dark-skinned, elf, white dreaded hair bundled up, a blue, kind of older. Probably, if she were human, you would guess she'd be around.
No idea what you said. all I hear is Koei
Hold on.
literally
I'll
just
wait for
stuffing the
water
microphone up their nose.
Sorry.
Am I close enough to the mic now?
I'm sorry.
Yeah, she's about. Okay.
So I
No,
will,
mate.
I will do that again. Are you done?
Yes, I'm done.
Okay.
I'm done.
Are you sure?
You see in front of you a dark-skinned female elf, probably in her 6th century, old, with hazel eyes, like caramel eyes, white hair, bundled up, long ears, a blue tunic, and she is sitting in a wooden stool, flipping through a small tome as you enter her dream.
Place is nice. I say as I walk in.
It's a nice memory.
It's homey in here.
It is. It is my home at the moment.
May I
You
have
may-
a seat?
You may, of course. Of course. Please.
Slide
I
stool,
don't know
sit
I
down.
don't know what you expect to accomplish with the conversation, but I suppose you're the friend that the other was speaking about.
I am the friend. My name is Axia Plexar. I've actually met quite a bit of your family.
The people in my home call me Ashari, but you can call me Yndrill. I suppose you already know that.
I've heard your name a couple times by now, yes.
And what brings this visitor to me? Other than my
Well-
sister on her way to hunt me, I suppose.
Oh, there's no supposing. She's coming for a hunt.
She touches a necklace on her chest. She says, "I'm aware of her movements.
Yeah, she hasn't even really tried to hide.
I also know that Boraz and Kindreth are somewhere to the east.
We've hidden them.
What was that?
I said we've hidden them. That was us.
Good. I'm glad that they're doing well. I'm glad they're okay.
Well is a bit optimistic.
Alive is well enough.
It's more so, I'm not sure if I'll be able to convince you. You don't even have to help. I just want to make sure that we don't have a bigger Illyeth problem, is more so the case.
You're concerned that she'll kill me and take my horde.
Exactly.
I'll be truthful with you. That's not what I want to have happen. I would prefer that she leave me alone.
Well, I and we can't make her not come.
She's already on her way.
What?
Boraz,
Exactly.
Boraz did tell me that she was on her way as well.
We might not be able, because we're a distance away now. We will do our damnedest to be here before she gets here. To buy time if you wanted to attempt to move your horde.
My horde isn't where I am now.
Well, that's good. Then why would she be hunting you there? So your horde's open, maybe?
Because as long as I'm alive, as long as Kindreth and Boraz are alive, there are threats to her and her lover.
Yeah, we're trying to make sure that her lover doesn't show back up.
That is a noble pursuit.
I
support you
she's
in doing so, but I have to be honest with you. I'm just... She looks at you. She looks up finally from her tone. You see just a 1,000-mile stare of somebody who's been through war, who's seen death hundreds, thousands of times, who's just tired. And she says, I'm just tired of... I'm tired of death. I'm tired of fighting. I'm a healer now. I've been a healer. I've always been a healer. I'm just tired.
Well,
I'm just
how about I share? Because while I'm not even a fraction of a thought of how old you are and what you've seen, over the last bit of time, I've seen quite my fair share of death in itself, and I would like to prevent more. I just would like to share with you some context, maybe, about what is the overall stakes here. Because you've been trying to avoid and get away from it. I've been out there stuck in it.
This is your dream as much as it's mine.
Well, then let's make it familiar. I conjure on the wall a massive tome, because she appears to like to read. It opens up, and to avoid expositing the entirety of this and it taking an hour and a half, I would like to show her the first time that our group was essentially tasked with being this balance to this Harbinger's group when that angel came down.
You open it up with the book, and it's... I'm imagining it's kind of like a pop-out book that has like scenes that unfold.
Yeah, and like a very
Or-
special, like little art style.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I imagine that would be Axia style. A Colosseum opens up, and in the middle of the Colosseum there are little two-dimensional paper versions of Yet and Axia, Janae, LIMOY, Gippu fighting an angel, and a little speech bubble, like a thought bubble, over the angel's head that speaks to the prophecy that she gave you of the dreaded one's return and the harbingers.
And for reference, I hated this moment, by the way. Awful.
Okay.
Because wasn't a particular fan of any deific beings at this point. Very disgruntled when this thing showed up telling me what to do. Yet, on the other hand, stoked the whole time, excited to go do dragon fighting. Took too long to get him there, honestly. He's probably really excited for tomorrow. Janae, on the other hand, has been a handful the whole way through. We won't get into all her details, but they have been the most roller coaster person I've ever been with, and I've had to live with myself this whole time.
Janae is the one who contacted me.
Yes.
It's nice to have
And
a
then-
name to the voice.
And then Gippu there. I'm gonna be honest with you. I have no idea what he wants or why he likes us, but he keeps sticking around. I assume we're doing something right to entertain him, and he always saves us. Right in the nick of time, he comes up with some craziness that is horrifying every time. But then he just goes back to being the most relaxed person I think I've ever seen. LIMOY there is pretty much actually a whole person now. He was pretty much just a robot when we found him. And he found us, I guess. And now he's figured out how feelings work. How to make jokes. He had a whole lying arc. That was annoying. Because he was really bad at it.
She kind of chuckles a little bit.
But from this point forward is where our story really picks up.
Okay.
So, with a little bit of context on who we are, as reference to me, I am the helper. I just make little things happen that help them get where they need to go. They do all the heavy lifting stuff. Like, I'm talking to you because none of them have the ability to. Not in a long-term format like this, you know?
Right.
So I flipped the page a few over to going to our next, chapter.
Okay.
Which pits us to when Illyeth was still a giant.
In the elemental plane of air, you guys are. It unfolds into a vault with piles of gold.
Slightly before that, when we were learning that she was a giant.
Okay, gotcha.
Because she's a part of the Harbingers, so we want to, I'm trying to get the Harbinger part angle in first.
Okay.
So it'll be how we learned that she was a part of it, but we didn't know she was a dragon yet. And then my home with the Warlock.
Gotcha.
And me literally getting thrown into hell by the person in this group.
So, your fight with Mateus touching your chest, and then the two-dimensional paper version of Axia has two little things on the side of it that lets it spin freely, and as it spins, you see Axia's face, whoa, oh god, oh.
It's spinning.
End over end in its space as the scene underneath him changes to the different layers of hell. And a journal that speaks of the Harbingers written in Mateus's hand.
So, this unfortunately happened literally in the place where I grew up, like in my house.
She points at Mateus. He was somebody important to you?
He was the court mage in the castle where I grew up. And he's the only reason I can even cast magic now. He's also the reason, if you see in the background there, that little red dude kind of floating behind me, he's also partially the reason that this guy's in my head.
You have some fiendish influences.
You know, here and there.
Okay.
We're connected now. And, yeah, it was difficult learning that someone that you thought could be trusted for your whole life is just literally the opposite.
That must have been quite a betrayal.
It was.
I can imagine that.
But, again, without him we couldn't get here because we found his journal, which mentions, I flipped the page once, this giant. Turns out,
Illyeth
this
is
giant.
my favorite form. I
Aha!
recognize it.
See, when you read the book in advance, it makes it hard to make surprises. But yes, we figured it. We found this giant, and we traveled.
She always favored that form.
We then traveled, flips the page again, to the giant lands to deal with this giant because they seemed important to the plot of, like, over the title of, like, over the book, like the spooky black aura, this Harbingers group. And it turns out, as you already know, the giant wasn't a giant. Flips the page again.
Still a giant in the vault, fucking bonking you.
But we had an entire plan with some help from friends we made while we were there. And we told all the giants that their leader was not one, and was in fact a dragon. And luckily they believed us.
Quite an uproar.
Mm-hmm. Flips page so you can see the uproar. Luckily, during the uproar, we were here. Flips page to vault. Taking all of her stuff. Because we didn't know a way that we could even fight her.
Carrying like an entire pile of gold and kind of like wiggling side to side. Like a kind of like a bobblehead. Like if you flick him, he kind of wiggles. You see a bed in the middle, and you see Janae's head underneath it, or like her arms kind of like wiggling a little bit.
Yet gets his own little bubble covered in stars.
Mm-hmm.
But we managed to pull that off. And luckily, during this time, we'd already talked. What's that?
You stole her horde.
Most of it.
And you had her exiled from her home.
Yes.
Mm.
And then we took the horde to a place that we had already established was well hidden, flips page to Kindrith, and gave it to him.
What a daring story.
After getting Kindrith settled, we went and conversated with another family member of yours who is a very smooth talker, by the way, in Boraz. Turns out, in his very oasis, right beneath his nose, more Harbinger things were happening. flips page to like the ruins. Luckily for us,
Crosif has his own little spinny thing spinning through the air before he bonks the skull.
we didn't know who here was the problem. So we just went in to take the artifact away so that they couldn't have it to be a problem. And after we got it, shows generic looking vampire. Turns out this person was the problem. And they highly underestimated us and ended up running away. Yit and I got a little excited. That's what the next page is the two of us smiling very big. Because these people had torched my home, killed Janae, actually, once, kept sending a demon after us. I skipped this chapter because it's kind of a side story, but they sent a demon after us that kept respawning and coming back, so he went to the abyss to go deal with it, and came back. And then this guy was here, just as a cherry on top to all the crap and bullshit that they put us through. Our lives, our everything. So, as I slowly flip the page, it's just the ship hitting the
Oh yeah, the right
catacomb
side.
he went into.
Slamming into the catacombs.
So we got a little bit excited and completely ran over his house. And then Yit, Gippu, Janae, LIMOY, and my crowbar beat him to death. But he was undead, so he kept coming back alive, so we kept beating him back to death again. And pretty much until the sun came up. So that was one of our highlights, I guess, of having an easy time. But that doesn't include, I flipped back to the castle after this, where like the assassinations have happened and all the crazy bullshit went on.
Oh yeah.
And I just let those pages play without me talking. I even keep it just like a smooth motion thing.
You mean for the coronation?
Yeah, during the coronation, yeah. This was again, back at my home near my family, again.
She's just silently watching.
Then after the whole scene plays out, now, this is where Axia is going to kick in slightly here. It is time to embellish. I think Yit will like this embellishment, and I won't mind if Mason chimes in here if he does like it. Throughout our travels, we've been through the astral plane a few times, and a friend of mine, Yit, the big, excited Tortle, he is a paladin and a patron. His patron is being called the Eldritch Author.
Let's go.
And through certain travel points in the astral realm, you have the chance to look into their space. Every single time we go through there, everyone besides Yit, because he's allowed, loses their memories of every time we go through there. Except for me. And I was gifted a vision of what could happen if we should fail. He will then conjure a vision of like an entire like countryside on fire with her and her lover flying above it. going to this big ornate throne and like owning the material plane essentially. Very 40K-esque, like apocalyptic setting on the world.
Okay.
This is what I was shown.
Scary stuff.
I can't even guarantee if this is true.
I love it.
But I've been dead set on stopping it since. Just in case. I don't like being told what to do, especially by anything, but if there's even a smallest chance that this is real, you won't just have to worry about, like, seeing death. It will be at your doorstep. And I have spoken with Bahamut himself, and he even blessed one of my friends to help his companion better. Or, well, they were he at the time. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about the companion.
The Platinum Dragon blessed one of your friends?
Yes.
Also, that darts thrown at him from the other one, but we're going to leave that out of the story.
I'm leaving that out! So you don't have to fight, but I just want you to help prevent what is coming. If there's anything you can do to delay, you don't have to fight, delay so we can try and stop it, that's fine. Kindrith is maybe 3 days-ish away from being attuned to the pile we gave him. But if it ends up being, I don't want this final fight that's gonna happen at some point to be fair. I do not want Illyeth to have a chance to bring back Valdre. Because if that happens, I'm not sure that there's any stopping it.
I don't want him to return either. And I don't want to die. But I think if you knew our story, if you had that context, you would understand why I so abhor the violence. What I had to endure.
I'm going to play the game. I snap my fingers and make another book with a blank first page.
She will, she'll open the first page and you'll see the continent of Avalon, this almost triangular continent. And you'll see 10 winged serpents flying towards it. 5 of them metallic, 5 of them chromatic. At first we were family. We were a union, united. And we had a similar goal. To encourage the people of this continent to better themselves, to improve, to find their best traits and qualities. And we were family. By blood as much as by oath. And she'll turn the page. And you'll see the family now turned their back against each other. The chromatics on one side, the metallics on the other side. The metallics are all looking towards Kindrith. The chromatics are all looking towards Valdre, and 2 opposing sides. There came a time where we had a diametrically opposed opinion. A break in our bond. Myself and my metallic brethren believed that through benevolence, through guidance, through shepherding, we could achieve our goals of making the people of your continent ready for the conflict that we saw coming to them. And the chromatic dragons, they believed, those that followed Baldre, believed that the men of your world, the people of your world, were nothing better than cattle. Pawns to worship them. Slaves. And that through their rule, they would be strong enough to stop the conflict that was coming for them. A conflict that was stopped in Mayerheim before it left the shores. It was that break in our bond that started the collapse that led to the Scaled Wars. And she'll turn the page. You'll see a pristine lake that you've seen before in Kindreth's dream.
Mm-hmm.
You see a familiar bronze-skinned woman with dark hair sitting on a stone, sunbathing. And you'll see the back of Kindreth's human form head, bald Asian male. And then she'll unfold the shape of Kindreth and it will transform into a tall, dark-skinned, broad shoulders, metallic dragonborn. And as she unravels this scene, you see the conflict between Meredith, Kindreth's former lover, and Zathax, the Black Dragon Lord, who slays her. Her death was the first. And far from the last. In time, the conflict grew. And she'll flip through a couple of the pages, you'll see different battles and stuff. Eventually you'll see a tower that you've seen before in the Boraz Oasis. Tall, almost triangular in shape, flattened out, with like a groove going through the sides and windows kind of spotted through it, a wizard's tower. This tower used to belong to my brother Duldric, the Bronze Dragon Lord. And it was his teachings that taught the elves greater magic. Greater beyond what they were originally capable of. It was his studious nature that brought more refined forging techniques to the dwarves. He was in my opinion, the best among us. And I loved him. And you'll see the tower break apart, and you'll see 3 dragons. You'll see a silver dragon, a bronze dragon, and a black dragon, all in battle. And then you see a storm cloud brew overhead as a blue dragon enters the mix. And over the next couple of pages, you watch as Illyeth pins down Yndrill, and Yndrill is forced to watch as Zathex murders Doleric and tears him apart. I couldn't stop her then. I've seen so much death. I've seen so much violence. More than my heart can hold. I do not want Valdre to return. And she'll flip to the end of the book. And you watch this. It almost looks like a net of golden threads that are opened up in this matrix of floating amber crystals. As Kindreth, his dragon-like foot on Valdre's throat and driving his spear into Valdre's face, drives him into this netting. And you see about a dozen wizards around that are all concentrating on this spell, the binding of Valdre. And as the scene closes, the net captures Valdre, and you see a black, shadowy sphere around him. I do not want Valdre to return. I don't want to die. I don't want Illyeth to kill me. But I cannot fight. And yet I will not run. Because I know wherever I run to, she will find me, and she'll bring her destruction there. But fighting is not something that you're asking me to do. Harming is not something that you're asking me to do. Postponing is something you're asking me to do, correct?
You don't have to fight. If anything, I guess it would be the closest thing to hide. If anything, I could also put you... Well, I couldn't, but we could. You could be with Kindreth and Boraz. That's about as safe as it gets. There's no way she beats all three of you, even if she finds you, right? For now, temporarily, until we can solve it.
I really don't know about that.
The only
I
other,
don't think
and
her
as far
ferocity
as,
can be matched.
and also as far as understanding, I get it more than you think. I've had to watch multiple of my friends go down. The only reason they're still here is because we have the magic to prevent them from being gone from people at her hands or at... It's been a lot. But if you stay here...
I will consider what you're asking of me. But I will not run. I will not hide. But maybe I can help.
Do you have a specialty?
Healing.
Then do that.
I'll think about it. And I'll have you roll a persuasion check.
Good thing I saved that inspiration.
You can roll with advantage because you mentioned that the deity she worships blessed one of your friends.
Okay. Okay. 3, 2, 1. First roll, second roll. That's better. And then I get a bad on this. That's not bad. So...
50.
You said persuasion?
I did say persuasion, yes.
It's not 50.
Dang, really?
But-
I thought Axia was good at this.
But it is 40.
Nice. Alright. I will keep that in mind. She'll say, before you go, I think it's fair that you know where I am. Where are you?
We are in LIMOY currently.
You will watch the roof of her hut open up, and you will be lifted up into the air.
Whee!
And you see a small scattering of homes, some stone and thatch, some wooden. You see one that's like, it's a stone home. It's like a stone, like wide building, and then it's got like wooden sections that are built onto it, like a second floor built on top of the old building made of wood, like renovations essentially.
Mm-hmm.
This is Westwood. This is where I live. And you'll be lifted up in the air, and she'll think for a moment. And she'll point out in the distance, and you will be propelled at a speed that is quick, very, very quick, but not so fast that you're not capable of remembering, like, you don't lose your bearings. And she'll basically give you a straight shot over overland straight to LIMOY.
Okay.
And with that, you know exactly where she is and how to get to her. She's about a quarter of a day's travel by airship. So like 4 or 5 hours by air.
And can you spell her name?
Yeah, her name is Yndrill. Y-N.
Oh, Y? Dang.
Yeah, Yndrill.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. And the dream, will end there.
Enjoy the rest of your night. And I give her a little bow and disappear.
With that,
Long rest.
What would you like to do as you awaken from that dream?
Okay. Long rest complete. Yay.
So you guys finish your long rest, get your spells back. You awaken in the morning, wherever you see fit, but eventually you guys gather in the castle downstairs for breakfast.
Oh God, I slept terribly. Oh God, I didn't even get the benefits of before the hangover. Oh God.
Sucks to suck. Them's the breaks.
I will meet them all.
Axia, how did it go?
Well, actually. Honestly, all of you helped. Gippu, Yit, Janae, LIMOY, you all helped me out last night. I mean, you don't know it, but you did.
Oh. I'm glad
You're welcome.
helping
I'm glad I
through
was
the
helpful.
ether.
It's just, you're welcome.
That's fair.
Gippu.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
No contacts in here.
It's gonna look you dead in the eyes and go, I'm not drinking again. That shit was boring.
Hey, it's not for everybody. Just means I get to have more.
That's fine. You need to get stronger anyway.
I don't have an issue with drinking.
You passed out real fast, dude.
No, I didn't. They passed out. I went and gambled.
Oh, that's right. Sorry.
Are you mixing him up with
You
Gippu? Because Gippu went out first.
Yeah, but Gippu's a druid. He like is covered in toxic shrooms. He poisons himself on a regular basis. I don't think he can get any tougher.
They're not toxic, they're just strong.
You, Gippu, as a biologist, I'm telling you that shrooms that get you high are toxic.
Nah. Fake news.
Fake news.
News.
Fake news.
So you're religious.
I am. And that one, not really. That's not really.
Paladins were religious people.
No. Higher power. Not religion.
You've got a higher power.
Again, you get more confusing the more you talk to them.
What's that book of Genesis you have there right on your waist?
Looks for book. I don't have no fucking book. Where's the book? Where's this book?
Book
What book are you talking about? You mean this bag? No.
Question for the game.
Bag holds chitters.
Am I able to do a first level spell?
Tobacco
on
chitters.
everybody? Like,
What spell?
over and over? Or, mage armor?
Mage armor is not going to be helpful for most of the party.
Oh, it's without armor.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Doesn't
They're
Yet-
either
Yet
wearing
not have
armor
no
or their
armor?
base AC is already higher than what mage armor allows.
Oh. There's a base AC to it?
The mage armor makes your base AC 13.
It's pretty
For you right now,
right?
It's the first
like a
level.
boss. Like a
Can you
G.
upcast it then?
No.
Oh.
No.
Okay.
How is that not the coolest fucking thing?
What about, I do have other stuff, like,
While you're looking at that, what is the plan moving forward from today?
First,
protect.
outside of the little bit of
You guys
embellishment
do
that I
have
added,
potions of lightning resistance as well.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead.
outside of the little bit embellishment that I added, which I'm going to save to tell you about in private later,
Okay.
I tell them the current deal.
Honestly, Chris, I've been thinking of a way to do like a whole game recap for a while, and that was pretty fucking perfect.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, it wasn't everything, but you know, it's something.
It's enough. It's enough for like people to know like what the fuck's going on.
The gist.
Yeah.
The gist
So thank you for
intended.
that. That's amazing. That was really cool.
It was.
Yeah.
What were you asking?
I was asking what you guys' next. What's the plan here? Are you guys going to Westwood to cut Illyeth off? Are you going to try to fight her in the storm? Are you going to try to do a combination of those two things?
Should I spook her?
Who?
Illyeth.
Do you think you
she
can?
can be spooked?
No, but I can make her very angry.
We've already done that.
What about
What are you going to do?
angrier?
Steal her horde again?
I mean, I may have accidentally driven her lover completely insane. So, I mean, you know, this.
Well, I mean, we did that. That was my idea.
That's true. I do need to give credit where credit is due.
I'm the one who took the eyeball. It was a team effort, really. But that was one of the things that I just wanted to rub in. Is the fact that she can't see her lover's eyes anymore, and he's probably insane.
You want to tell Illyeth that you threw her crystal into the far realm?
Yep.
Okay.
I want to tell you that.
What could possibly go wrong with that?
I want a goading attack.
Alright, well, I'm gonna...
As much as that you could do that, I'm just gonna exercise caution. If she gets too mad and she burns my home to the ground, I'm murdering you.
Okay.
I can't murder you, but
Wait, what?
Yet will murder you. There you go. Actually, we'll ask Yet to murder you.
Alright.
Do you want to do that?
I don't need to.
Okay, cool.
Okay, cool. No, I'm just... I'll say it's on the way over.
Okay.
oh, it's okay. You know, there's certain things she doesn't have to know.
There's, like, she doesn't know that you don't have a bargaining chip. You know? Some thoughts are best kept as inside thoughts. What are you guys doing?
Okay.
So she's about 5 hours from us. If we get on it, we could, I believe, beat Illyeth there and try and set up some form of defense before, you know.
So she's still headed to Yndrill.
Mm-hmm.
Did you coordinate anything with Yndrill?
As much as one could. In her time on this material realm, she is known to be quite the healer. So she doesn't want to run, she doesn't want to hide, so I asked if she could heal. She said she'd think about it. So it sounds like we're going to have to be playing Protect the Dragon, or at the very least delay the dragon. If we can become annoying enough that maybe it's not worth it and she has to go somewhere else, and we just have to keep track of her and stop her everywhere we can.
So I shouldn't go with my plan?
What are you thinking?
The moment the fight starts, I just look her dead in the eyes and go, I hate to break it to you, sweetheart, but your lover's completely insane because I threw your little message gem into the void and you got eaten by a beyond being.
Oh,
you want to fuck you.
That way she stops going after dragons and starts coming after us. Yeah, the insight thoughts we told. Well, I guess if she's after
me.
If she's after you, that
You can go to
would
the
mean
carnival.
potentially we go to the carnival. That's not the worst plan I've heard.
I don't know what she would think she's accomplishing going to the carnival. That'd be
But the problem is that I'm with you, and it's easier to go to my house than it is to go to your house.
Yeah, but you're not the one who your family has nothing to do with driving her lover completely insane.
But possibly she tries to hurt you by getting to me.
But
Maybe.
she doesn't know which one of us took the eyeball, and my scent is on her sheets.
You know, you
the
really need to
sheets I set
focus on
fire?
rephrasing that.
You mean the sheets I set on fire?
No.
The bed I burnt?
No.
I'm fairly certain you couldn't smell shit from that. Because I burned it.
Wait, you burned her bed?
Yes, I actively set the damn thing on fire before we left.
Oh, I forgot.
Shit, I set it on fire before you left.
I forgot about that completely. Well, then I suppose it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, we said, I think it was Axia the one who said, hey, we need to make sure we get everything that's of value either out of here or destroyed. And I went, oh, okay, set her bed on fire. And then went, cool, let's collect the money.
You mean after I got off the bed?
Yes, you don't remember my destructive impulses very well sometimes, Janae. It's fine, don't worry.
Well, you just
I forgive you for your
destroy a lot.
shortcomings, as I always do.
You destroy a lot.
So
Yeah.
I'm guessing that the start of the plan is fly to Westwood, try to shore up some kind of defenses before Illyeth gets there, if possible. And then when the fight starts, I'll let you guys decide what you guys are going to do from there. How does that sound? Does that sound like a fair place to start?
I don't know about that. I don't
Okay.
know.
What's your vote?
There must be a better way for us to prepare ourselves for her arrival. We have the upper hand. We know exactly where she's going.
And we don't have a lot of time.
Okay, this is how it works. We're gonna go there. Janae, Axia, gonna go down and stand on the ground with Dragon Healer. Y'all are going to, when she arrives, y'all are going to play distraction for a minute.
Okay.
You'll know when you no longer have to be a distraction because I will have rammed the ship into her face.
How is she not going to see the ship coming for her face?
You know?
Oh, no. She will, but by the time she notices it, it'll be too late. You forget this thing has turbo.
But a minute is a long time.
I'm using it as a figure of speech, you fucking moron.
Oh, okay, so like, 10 seconds?
Yeah.
Because I might get flattened really fast.
Basically, I need you to just make sure she doesn't land when she first gets there. That's it. If she lands, I need you to just message me real quick because I'm going to ram the ship into her one way or the other, and I prefer not to have to hit you. Then we're going to unload all of the cannons, which I'm going to have manned with my zombies and Gippu.
Oh,
You're going to be on the ship with me.
okay.
And we're going to shoot her, and then we will start the fight with me and Gippu, if she's still in dragon form, standing on top of her face going, hey, we want to remove your teeth.
Why the teeth?
If she has no teeth, she can't bite us.
How do we keep her from landing?
You talk to her?
Did you just cut the wings off?
That doesn't stop her from coming down.
But listen. If there's one thing I know, if there's one thing I can guarantee you after all the years of walking around with your ass, when people want to do the whole pompous windbag thing of talking down to you, they tend to stay on higher ground, which means she's going to stay up in the air.
Alternative.
And if she does land,
That's true. It's true.
if she does land, it just means I jackknife the ship straight into the ground.
I mean,
We'll put her ass in a crater. I
Pike
can
does
fix
have a
the
bit
ship.
of dramatic flair.
I can fix the ship. I built it before. I'll fix it again. Doesn't matter to me. I'll turbo drive this ship down her throat if it gets rid of her. I don't care. She's pissing me off now.
Why don't I just paralyze
More drama in my life than anyone else. I'm kind of done with her.
Why don't I just paralyze her?
Because then she'll fall out of the sky
Is that
onto us. And then
Wait,
we get hit with the ship too.
we don't have to do it.
How are you planning
Beneath
on
her.
paralyzing her?
Hold monster.
That is a question I was going to ask.
Wait, isn't Hold Monster and
90 feet.
no, I'm thinking what spell level it is.
5th.
Oh, it is.
I like the idea of Yit just turns to Janae and goes, Janae, I'm going to let you in on a secret. The more off, if she is on the ground, it significantly raises the chance I'm going to accidentally hit you with a ship.
Oh. Right. Do we want to do it as a last resort then?
What, hit her with the ship? No, that's the first
No,
step.
Paralyze her. Do you want
Oh,
me to
paralyze her?
her
Yeah, you can do that as a last resort if you want.
afterwards?
Me and Gippu are going to be on the ship and going to fly that bitch right into her mouth.
Alright. What's stopping her from munching on you?
Nothing. Except for the fact that both me and Gippu are tougher than both of you put together.
This is true.
She can try to eat me. I promise you she's not going to try to eat Gippu. That'd be funny. Could you imagine she takes one bite of Gippu and she's just high for the next 3,000 years? It'd be hilarious.
I'm gonna just peeks into his pocket, like checks his deck of cards to see what we're rolling with today. Oh wait, we have that new one. What does that put us at? That's like
What if Gippu
9.
polymorphs into like a very large creature and then blows his smoke at Illyeth and gets her second head high? And then
Nick,
we have the
Yeah.
other.
we're at 9 now. So do you want me to use D10s?
Yeah, do a D10.
And then it's like 10, like reroll.
If it's a 0, then like 01 will be 1. If that makes sense. Like 0 or 1
Okay.
will be 1.
And then evens was major.
Yes. Odds are
Okay, so
minor
twelve.
because that would mean like if you roll a d20 and you got a 1, it would be minor. Evens are major because if you roll a
16.
d20, if you got a natural 20, it's a major.
I rolled 16 and 14. Let's go. Double majors.
Let's go.
Wow.
It turns to Gippu. Gippu,
What?
you okay being on the ship with me as we ram it down a dragon's throat and then proceed to beat the shit out of her?
Sure.
Cool. You can take it back to your church. I'll let you take her skull back to the church with you. But I call her legs.
My legs.
Take me to church.
I have a question about the active. If you use the active, do you lose the passive?
No, you keep the passive.
I'm from chicken.
Okay.
Dragons basically have chicken feet.
You get the passive like for like basically like for the day. You can use the active.
Okay. So which one is this one?
Let's fucking go!
So it sounds like the
Hang on.
first step of this plan is go to other town, correct?
Yeah.
Then I will pull up that map.
Which one is that one?
This isn't the North Pole.
It is winter time. This is accurate to what it looks like.
What?
Yeah, it's been winter for like a week and a half,
I'm just kidding.
bro.
Bro.
Well, that's not terrible.
Where's the winter?
So I'm trying to think of the spell she used on us last time we fought her.
She hit me with a lightning bolt.
Yeah,
She
lightning bolt,
did a
right?
canceling word
She-
or something.
She did counterspell, but that's the only spell that she actually cast. Everything else was like through her staff.
Yeah. Her
Oh, it's just like
staff.
lightning shit that she could do.
Yeah.
Yeah, she shot me with lightning in the chest, and it hurt, but also
She threw
I kind of just
thunderbolts
mean
at
mugged it.
you as a storm giant. But that was storm giant.
Oh, that's true. That was true. That was Storm Giant.
Did
Kind of just mean mugged with lightning, so I don't know if she'll do that again.
Okay.
how many thunder potions do we have?
Where'd my
You
dice
have
go?
a lightning. You have a potion of lightning resistance for the 5 of you.
It'll work for all 5 of us.
You have 1 each, and it lasts for an hour.
An hour.
Am I high? There it is. Okay. So we got the new card actually. So we got Thanatos' card.
Let's go!
So I will be using that Death Ward on myself as we go over here.
Perfect.
So that means Gippu has Death Ward, Axia has Death Ward, Janae has a Fire Resistance Potion, and Yit is coming into this bitch ready to rock people's fucking socks!
And
You
the
guys-
other one.
You guys,
is-
I'll let you guys continue your planning on the way over, but eventually you make your way to a town that looks like the one that is currently on Owlbear.
Is there a music change?
There's going to be music change,
Oh.
yes. The music for right now is going to be this.
What was that?
This is planning music.
This is planning music?
As you get to the town, there's not really a place for you to park the ship, but you guys can slide down the tentacles off the front and like descend pretty easily. Not too bad. The tentacles are pretty long and pretty thick.
Pretty long and pretty thick. Whoa.
Just the way I like it. In this town, you see, like, in the center town, there's, like, a small little bonfire area in the middle. This building to the bottom right, this is the end. That's the building that I was talking about. That's, like, a wide stone building that has, like, other renovations of, like, wooden structures built along it. Over here is a stone building, like a silo, like a grain silo, or like a storage area, where you see people are currently funneling in, and you see an elder. The rest of you now see the lady that Chris saw earlier. I will pull it now. Dark-skinned, caramel eyes, white hair, long ears, blue tunic. She's got a walking stick that she's kind of leaning on. An elderly elf, probably in her 6th century, that is leading people into the stone buildings. As she says, "A powerful storm is coming, children. People, please stay inside until the storm passes.
Well, this is unfortunate. I didn't know that she lived there.
Don't come out for anything. No matter what you hear, no matter what you see through the windows, do not leave this building." And she takes this older man, kind of pot belly, has like mutton chops, balding head, a comb over. She grabs him by the wrist as he passes, and she says, "Reginald, it is your job to keep them calm in there. Whatever you see, whatever you hear, nobody leaves until I say so." And Reginald says, "Of course, Elder Ashari, of course. I trust you. Is everything okay?" "Everything's going to be fine. Our friends are here to help me take care of something. You just take care of them, okay?" And he says, right, okay. Looks suddenly very worried and kind of trudges into this stone building. And with that, you have the town to yourselves. The town has been cleared out for the most part.
Axia, did you know there were this many civilians?
Nope, it was a dream, not a scry.
Oh, fuck.
They'll be, as the last person enters, she straightens herself up, and she says, "All right. Hello, everyone. My name is Yndrill. I'm a dragon, as you probably know. The storm that approaches is coming for me. I will do what I can to help you."
Out of game real quick before I jump into the RPing.
Yes.
The other card that I got was the Calypso one.
Okay.
And I am debating on whether or not I do it for cold or lightning. We have seen her do lightning before.
Yes.
And she is a blue, so I think I am going to go with lightning
You
here.
do also have a potion of lightning resistance, so if you want to do the potion for lightning resistance,
Well, how long does the potion last?
1 hour.
Oh, 1 hour? Then I will do cold.
Let me double check. Hold on, because I think
If it's 1 hour, I'll do cold
is
because I can pop that as soon
is
as I
that
see
the
it.
activated one or the passive?
That's the passive on the card.
For Calypso, gain resistance to your choice of fire, cold, thunder, or lightning. Okay. And then the active is for 1 minute. Whenever a creature hits you with a attack roll, you can use your reaction to cause that creature to make a dex save. The damage type is a damage type you are resistant to, so you can have. Yeah, that would be good. Then you can use the activated ability to make her take cold damage.
Yeah, so I will do cold.
Okay, that sounds wise.
And then, so this is out of game because I think it's funny right now. After I take the potion, I'll be resistant to fire, poison, cold, and lightning, and because I got necrotic because I got the Thanatos card too.
Hell yeah, that's awesome.
Bard tank, Bard tank,
Go!
Bard tank.
go my Bard tank.
Ow!
Bard tank.
Ow!
Bard tank. Ooh ha ha.
The air begins to chill and wind begins to pick up.
I mean, I'm gonna take one of the potions.
Okay. Are there any? LIMOY has his armor set for lightning resistance. So he's okay without the potion. So he will give his potion to Yndrill. It might help being resistant to lightning damage.
I mean, how long do we have till she gets here?
You see the storm coming.
Actively, it is there.
You see the storm coming. Probably within about 20. You have probably like 20 or 30 minutes before it's directly overhead.
I will wait until like it's on us. Not right on top of us, like 5 minutes out, and then.
Yeah. She will.
I want as much time under the effect as possible.
Perfect. She will do the same. LIMOY is resistant to lightning right now. Thank you. Are there any other preparations that we need to make before that is here?
You have a lot more civilians here.
They should be okay. As long as they stay inside. That's the most sturdy building we have. The first building that was made here, actually.
I'm gonna look at her and go, by any chance, can you cast an illusion?
I cannot cast illusions, but I can heal.
Okay.
I'm gonna, if you can kind of get in the tree line, I can try and mess with their mind a little bit, but I can guarantee you nothing.
13, 14.
What you do see is you see Yndrill shapeshift into a giant snow owl.
Am I able to ritual cast a spell?
I will put this here for right now until Yndrill decides to be something else. This is going to be Yndrill's token. She is currently a giant snow owl with like a silver glimmer over her wings, like gossamer over her wings.
Am I able to ritual cast Private Sanctum?
Are you ready for us to hit the ship?
Ritual cast Private Sanctum. What would be the purpose of?
To hide the one building.
Stay hidden in the trees, or go up and like try to hide in the clouds.
It's going to be hidden in fog, so it's going to be easy to spot.
Nick,
Dang
hey,
it.
quick question.
It's going to be weird that there's a
Question.
huge cube of fog just randomly in the middle of this town.
Okay.
Nick, I have a question.
Yes.
How cloudy is it?
It is. Other than the storm cloud, it's lightly cloudy. Other than the storm that's like coming your way, the storm itself is like 2 miles wide. It's a mile radius storm. that's coming your way, that is very dark. You see flashes of lightning spark through it from time to time. And you see like
Well,
a sheet.
my question was because I want to hide the. I was thinking about hiding the ship in the clouds.
There's. Make a survival check. It's a pretty high check.
That's cool. I think I'm proficient in survival. I am proficient in survival. Unfortunately, it's a wisdom roll. So, it's a 6.
A 6?
Sorry, no, it's plus 6. It's 26.
26.
Or 26. Sorry, 25.
25. Okay. With a 25, you do see some lingering clouds, but they're pretty high up. It's going to take you a bit to get there, and it would be
Guidance.
Guidance.
It would be a
You
check
basically
for
saying-
you to be able to get into the cloud, and then it's going to take some time for you to like drive the ship back.
Oh, you know what we could do? Easy answer. We're gonna put the ship on the side of the. We're gonna put the ship on the side parallel to her coming here,
Okay.
and we're gonna make it look like the ship is not currently being used.
That
That would
I didn't quite catch the last bit that you said.
Make it look like
We're basically gonna make it look like we're all in the town and no one is on the ship. That's about the best I can do. Like I'm gonna put it in the tree line and act like we hid the ship there.
Okay. With a 25, you do find like. Oh, you are here. Okay, perfect. This space here is probably going to be the easiest place for you to put the ship, like near the town or in the town. You probably park it down here, or there's a river.
Like how Nick goes this
There's a
way
river
here.
to the
I didn't
south.
see where you pointed.
Oh, I'm sorry. Do you see my green dot here? You see my dot?
Nope. Nope.
It's on the bottom right corner of the
I
map.
see no dot.
Okay, I am moving the dot now.
He's just expecting us to believe it's there. How can we trust anything?
I don't
can
see
it
no
on my
dot.
side. It's right over. It's right on top of your mini.
Nick, I don't see no damn dot.
I'm gonna say God.
All right.
I'm gonna refresh real quick because
Don't worry about it. I'm gonna use something else.
you think you see this dot? I do not.
All right. Do you see the sword?
There ain't no dot.
Do you see the swords mini?
Yeah, I see the token.
Okay, cool. Somewhere in this area, you could fit the ship, or somewhere in this area, you could fit the ship. Or if you wanted to go south, there's a river, maybe 5 or 10 minutes south of you. You could park it along the river or over the river. There's some tree coverage over.
No, I want to be. I'll put it right here because I want to be able to attack her with it.
Okay, perfect. Yeah. You can park it there. And you want it to appear unmanned.
Yeah, me and Gippu are going to be hiding in it with all of my zombies.
Okay. Bear with me. I am partially this is a
Nick, I'm going to tell you the plan because I feel like you may have forgotten what we said the plan was when it comes to the Nihiloi. Is she's going to show up and then I'm going to ram her with the damn thing.
I know.
So I'm trying to figure out how to position it so that I can hit her and she might not exactly see it coming right away.
Bear with me. Oh my god, it's so big.
We don't need a visual, do we?
I'm just trying to shrink it down to appropriate size. That's about right.
But turn to Axia and go, Axia.
Uh-huh.
Try to convince her we have her rock on the ship and that no one else is on the ship. So if she, doesn't fuck us up, you'll come get the rock, okay?
Where are you going to place the ship?
Raha.
Yeah, there you go.
Raha.
That is
Sorry?
about
Second.
the appropriate size compared to the buildings. But just know the ship is way bigger than this. This is like a very far away view of it.
Oh, it's bigger than that picture on the map. It's huge.
Yeah, it's very big. Like actual.
How are we gonna fucking
size,
hide it?
Actual size, it's this big.
We showed up on a warship.
Yeah.
I was underestimating how big this thing was.
Yeah, I don't know how we're
it's
gonna get it
the
out of the
fucking huge.
periphery.
This is the actual size of the ship.
That's gonna be hard to hide.
That's what we're going to hit the giant iguana with.
But we have to.
Hence the reason we're here.
So we definitely didn't park this in town.
I'm gonna go ahead and actually.
No, it's like on the outskirts of town.
All right, give me a second. I'll be right back.
But you're going to convince
Can I go
her.
to the bathroom?
You're going to convince her. Oh.
And then I have some other maps for like the interior of the ship. But for right now, I'm not going to worry about that too much.
I'm hungry.
3D's nuts.
Nuts.
And then Yndrill is going to go into the tree line, so she will be over here.
I sound like a fucking kazoo.
The cutest kazoo. And
I like
Gippu
your
are
kazoo.
on the ship. I'll put you guys over here.
Oh, Dan, I wanted to check in on you and see how you're doing.
I'm alive.
Yeah. Scary shit.
I'm going to put this as a mount, actually.
Yeah.
Bruh. I need a snack.
You need a snake.
I need a snack.
I'm gonna attach you
You
down.
are a snack.
I know.
Alright, there we go.
You're so sweet.
Now you guys can ride the ship around. Look at you guys. Whee.
Wee.